Hey everyone. Thanks for checking this tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to animate our logo, without using any third-party plugins. Do you know why I don't use any third-party plugins? Because I am poor as hell, and cannot afford paid plugins. So, let's have a look. Let's get started. Open After Effects and create a new composition. As always, I am using 1920 by 1080, because we are living in a full HD world. Create a new solid for the background. I am using dark shade of blue color. You can use any color of your choice. Or even you can add any image of your choice. Now, add your text or logo. I am using text for now. Process is the same for text and logo. You can download this free font from the link in the description. And align it to the center. You can open this Align tab. Go to Windows and click on Align. Now select your text, right-click on it and select Pre-Compose. I will tell you the benefit of using Pre-Compose later. Now, go to Effects and search for Vegas Effect. Add this effect to your text comp layer. In Rendering section, change blending mode to transparent. And segments to 1. Change width to 1. And hardness to 0.5. Check this option Random Phase for random movements. Open Image Contours and change Render to Selected Counter. Alt-click on this stopwatch icon to add script. Here, type wiggle, bracket open 10,20, and close the bracket. This script will add more random movement. In the segment distribution choose bunched. Now we are animating length. Click on the stopwatch icon, and change value to 0. Now go to 5 seconds and change value to 1. You will get this kind of animation. Now alt-click on the rotation stopwatch icon and type time, *500. It will add a time loop in the rotation. RAM preview this, and you will find this animation. We almost did it. This is the only main part of this tutorial. Select both keyframes and press F9 to easy ease them. Easy ease makes animation more interesting. You can change its color to your choice. I am using a very bright color. Something like this. Go to Effects and add a glow effect to this layer. It's all your choice to use it or not. I am going with the default setting. But you can play with setting. Now we are going to add multiple copies of this comp for some random animation. Go to Files and select Duplicate. Or select your layer and press Ctrl+D to duplicate. Press U double time, this will open all animated properties. In the wiggle script, change 10 to 20. First point is for timing and seconds is for percentage. And time to -500. You can make the length animation duration slow or fast than the other layer. Simple drag this keyframe. Also change its color to a different. I am using very bright yellow color. RAM preview this, and you will see this kind of animation. Perfect. Let's add more copies for more detailing work. Press Ctrl+D, and change its timing by dragging this layer. Change width to 0.5. And again change time to -200. Also change color to something else. Add more copies and change time from -200 to 200. Change color to some another color. Use bright color only if your background is dark. I am adding another copy, and dragging it to change the timing. Change its color also. Let's go with this bright green color. RAM preview this. And this is our animation. You are free to use any size of the stroke, or even any color of your choice. I am just showing you the way, destination is yours. This looks too green to me. I am changing to some purple shade of color. Make another duplicate for adding the shockwave kind of thing. Go to Effect and add CC Mr. Mercury effect. Let's close these effects for making some room. You can solo this layer to focus on this layer only. It will increase your work performance by turning off all other layers. Change animation to direction, and gravity to 0. Change radius Y and radius X to 0. Change birth rate to 3. And velocity to 4. Perfect. Now unsolo this layer, and you will see all your layers again. Let's RAM preview this. Perfect. This looks good to me. Now we are making spark. Unselect all your layers, and grab pen tool. Now draw a small straight line like this. Please note, My fill is set to none and stroke to solid color. Pre-compose this shape layer as well. Open this composition and select shape layer. Add trim path animation. Open this trim paths section and you will find these start and end section. We will animate our spark by animating these section. First change everything to 0 and add a keyframe. Go to around 12 frames, and change value to 100% for both. But this will not be animating because both are closing at the same time. Simply drag this keyframe away from start keyframe. Now it is animating. Adjust its timing. Make it fast as a real spark. Length should be few seconds long, not a very long time. But this stroke has hard edges. Open this shape and then stroke. Change line cap to round cap. Cool. Now press U to open keyframes section. Select these keyframes and press F9 to ease them. Let's RAM preview this, but before mark the player by pressing N. This looks slow to me. Select all keyframes and drag them like this while holding Alt key in your keyboard. It will increase the timing. Perfect, this look fast to me. Press Ctrl+ D to make a copy, press R to open rotation. And change the value. But it's not rotating on axis because our main anchor point is here, so it's rotating according to this point. Select Anchor Point tool, and drag this point to the end of the line. Now it will rotate it perfectly. Add more copies of this shape. And rotate them accordingly. It's time to adjust the animation timing for each shape. Simply drag them randomly, so they will not look like to start and end at the same time. Perfect. Adjust timing and you are good to go with this spark. But my stroke is too thick. Select all shape layer and change stroke size to 5. Cool. This looks good to me. Now switch back to the main composition. And add this spark to your animation. I am scaling it down, so that it won't look too big. Add it randomly to the scene with some multiple copies. Take your time to add it with some random rotation and size. Let's preview this in full quality. Perfect. This looks fine. You can even add more copies for more detailing. It's time to add reveal logo effect. Make copy of your logo composition and rename it to logo reveal, so that we can find it easily. Put this layer on top of the layers, and delete all the effects of this layer. Press T to open opacity and add keyframe at around 5 seconds. Change value from 0 to 100% at 1 second gap. Our logo will appear here like this. Let's add another stroke layer for some detailing. Make a duplicate of your logo comp. And drag it to adjust the timing, else it will look same. In the Vegas effect, change width to something 6 or 7. And delete the glow effect. Change color to red so it will look different. We are not going to use these whole comp. Instead, small parts of the layer. Press Ctrl-Shift-D to make duplicate but with split part, delete the unwanted part. I will keep only 12 frame animation. Make around 2 or 3 copies with some gap between them. Now change the color of all these 3 parts to a different to make our scene dynamic. Now select all logo layers, except these 2 layers. And press T to open opacity. Add keyframe to the opacity at around 4 seconds, now go to 5 seconds and change opacity to 0%. Now do the same with these 2 layers, add opacity keyframes after above layer keyframes. This will fade out our extra elements first, and then the main stroke. Perfect, this is all what I want. You can add any other reveal effect of your choice, like gradient wipe effect I did in my another tutorial. Now we are adding scale animation to our comp. This is the final step. Create a new null object. Go to 0 seconds and add keyframe on scale. Now go to the end, and scale it to 70%. Select both keyframes and ease them by pressing F9. Open Graph Editor and make a curve like this. Select all your layers except background layer, and in Parent tab, change None to Zoom Out layer. This scale animation will be applied to all layers, without adding keyframe on each layer. RAM preview this. It looks perfectly fine to me. Of course you can add more detailing by adding multiple layers and elements. Here is the benefit of keeping your logo in pre-comp. If you change anything in your logo, your animation will update itself automatically. So, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share if this tutorial is helpful.